Escape into a world where streaming feeds your curiosity.
With Curiosity Stream, you get documentaries that spark wonder, ignite discovery, and make learning addictive.
Face it, you're curious. That's why you tune into the show.
From ancient secrets to futuristic tech, from deep space journeys to microbial mysteries, you'll find
Whether you're uncovering cursed artifacts, decoding the cosmos, or exploring the science of memory, Curiosity Stream transforms your screen into the ultimate classroom, minus the pop quizzes.
Stream Smarter, Think Deeper, Be Curious.
Dive in at curiositystream.com infogo or click the link in the show notes for exclusive offers. Discover the bold, handcrafted flavor of Pete's signature coffee blends, reserve selections, and limited edition roast. Only available at pete's.com.
Their decades of commitment to excellence, sustainability, and farmer first practices.
Ensure every bag is roasted to order, so you're getting the freshest beans possible delivered straight to your door.
Whether you enjoy drip, pour over, French press, espresso, cold brew, K-cup pods, or espresso capsules, Pete's has the perfect roast for your brew method.
On the go, grab a bottle of cold brew or espresso and fuel your day with uncompromising quality.
And now the official home of Mighty Leaf Tea, bringing you exclusive blends, whole leaf tea pouches, loose leaf teas, iced teas, and teaware, all in one place.
Pete's Coffee, where passion meets your pour. Click the link in the show notes for exclusive offers. Hi, I'm William.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a dash of info.
Little things you want to know.
So, Kat, let's catch up on some forgotten history, shall we?
In 1820, the humble tomato found itself in a real jam in Salem, New Jersey.
I didn't know tomatoes could jam.
Me either, but here we are.
Yeah. Accused of being poisonous, this fruit was ripe for ridicule, and it wasn't exactly everyone's slice of life. I can be punny too.
Enter Robert Johnson, a man with guts, glory, and apparently an iron stomach.
He faced the crowd with a basket of juicy red death balls, as locals feared, and decided to squash the rumors once and for all.
So buckle up, because we're talking about the most dramatic fruit trial in American history.
No cap, just tomato.
Back in the early 19th century, Americans were deeply suspicious of tomatoes.
Why?
Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, plants known for their toxicity.
So I think we covered this in our tomato episode, but belladonna, mandrake, and deadly nightshade were infamous for poisonings, and the average 1820s observer, the tomato was guilty by association.
Plus, the tomato's acidic nature didn't help.
When consumed on pewter plates, the acid could leach lead into the food, causing, lead poisoning.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that about pewter. I guess I don't know a lot pewter, though.
Well, I mean, we covered it in our tomato episode where we talked about how pewter in England, the pewter plates and forks and stuff, and the acidity of the tomato would cause lead poisoning, which really gave it its bad rap to begin with.
Right, right.
Anyway.
The result, people blamed tomatoes for mysterious sicknesses that were actually caused by lead poisoning.
All of this built a fearsome reputation for the plump red fruit.
Many believed one bite would end your life.
It wasn't until daring individuals started challenging the notion that things began to shift, and that's where Robert Johnson enters our story.
Robert Gibbon Johnson was a respected local, a former colonial, historian, and horticulturist.
He wasn't just a tomato enthusiast. He was passionate about sharing their potential, especially after spending time in Europe where tomatoes were embraced and enjoyed.
Frustrated by the irrational fear gripping his town, Johnson took it upon himself to stage a dramatic demonstration.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
At TK Books, LLC, they don't just write stories, they unleash chaos, creativity, and the eternal clash of good versus evil, with a side of stupid you'll absolutely love. Curious? Check out their podcast and video previews. Get a taste before you dive in. Books, laughs, and a little bit of, what did I just hear? Only at TK Books LLC. Visit tkbooksllc.com. It's weird, it's wild, it's worth it. The link is in the show notes.
On that September day, he walked to the steps of the Salem courthouse with a basket loaded with, well, you guessed it, ripe tomatoes.
Spectators gathered, including doctors who believed they were witnessing a suicide.
Could you imagine that? Like, could you imagine that today? Like, doctors, oh, I'm going to watch you commit suicide.
Wild times. Okay, the past are wild times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some reportedly warned Johnson's stomach would combust. Others prepared to call for the Undertaker. I imagine they already got his measurements and everything, and the Undertaker started building his box. Kind of like the Westerns.
Right, right, exactly. But Johnson, composed and confident, stood before the crowd and consumed every last tomato in the basket.
I wonder if he had salt.
I would
Anyway,
hope so.
yeah, I know, right? But I mean, they're good without salt.
Yeah, as long as they're vine ripe tomatoes. I don't know. Store-bought tomatoes don't taste the same.
No, they just taste like water. And then nothing happened. No foaming at the mouth, no keeling over, just a satisfied man wiping tomato juice from his chin. Hopefully with a little bit of salt, maybe some mayo, some white bread. I don't know. I'm just
Right,
saying.
right. Little bacon, little lettuce.
Yeah, there you go. Toasted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. While it wasn't a formal legal trial, Johnson's act had all the drama of one.
It was a public spectacle, a scientific demonstration, and a cultural turning point.
It marked a moment when superstition was challenged by direct evidence, when fear gave way to fact.
Johnson used visibility and trust to shift the local narrative, and soon enough, the tomato began its long journey toward redemption in American kitchens.
His stunt didn't single-handedly change national opinion, but it planted a very important seed.
Following Johnson's demonstration, the tomato gradually grew in popularity.
Cookbooks began including recipes with tomatoes. Farmers added them to their crops.
By the late 1800s, Americans were bottling ketchup, making tomato based sauces, and embracing the fruit in stews, soups, and salads.
The tomato went from cursed fruit to culinary star, and now it's hard to imagine a pantry without it.
It's strange to think that something so central to modern cuisine was once regarded with the same suspicion as a toadstool.
Some mushrooms are called toadstools. This nickname probably came from the fact that they looked just like a perfect spot for a toad to sit. The
Thus,
cons-
toadstool, right?
right, exactly.
A stool for a toad?
A stool for a toad. Exactly. So the tomato trial reminds us how beliefs can blind us, how something as harmless and nutritious as a tomato once sparked panic simply because it resembled danger.
And it makes us ask, what are we fearing today that tomorrow may prove harmless or even helpful?
From mushrooms to microbes, from AI to lab grown meat, history shows us the folly of fear without facts.
And so the tomato was acquitted. No red flags, no juicy scandals, just one bold man and a basket of misunderstood produce. Heh.
Robert Johnson proved that sometimes all you need to win a trial is a little pulp and circumstance.
Hey, you had to get one in too, huh?
I did, absolutely.
So, yeah, we already did tomatoes, but I thought this was kind of fun.
That was fun. I didn't know that it was a taboo fruit at one point in time, but I
Yeah.
guess it makes sense.
Well, I knew it was, but I didn't know anything about this trial until we really started doing the episode on tomatoes. And I was like, this ought to be a good dash instead of including it in tomatoes. But yeah, I like this.
Yeah. If you would like to support this podcast, tell a friend and help get the word out.
If you would like to help us keep the show going, you can do so at Patreon. The link is in the show notes.
William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
Share with us your show ideas.
or ask us a question.
Subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Email us at
infoonthegopodcast@gmail.com.
yes, that's all one word. Till next time.
Stay curious.